Hello and welcome to Parliament TV as we are broadcasting you live from the Parliament building. Today, Tuesday, the 60th December 2022. And taking you this morning, it's me, Fanny Mbwana. Just a look upon what happened yesterday. The House tackled on a bill which seeks to amend the Banking Act in order to provide more options in dealing with failing banks and to enhance the legal framework of early intervention and resolution of the banks. Currently, the legal framework for early intervention and resolution of the banks is inadequate and requires significant reforms to align it with its best practices. So the Honorable the chairperson for Budget and Finance, where the bill was referred to, made a presentation, a report yesterday in the House. So they had to debate over it, and the debate might continue today. And looking at the order paper for today, we have some questions which are brought forward from the previous order papers. The ministries are several to respond to this, like Minister of Agriculture, Minister of Health, Minister of Transport and Public Works, just to mention a few. And we also have some bills to be presented today, just like Honorable Chimwendo Banda mentioned yesterday about today's business. He mentioned about the fertilizer bill, which is bill number 39 of 2022. He also mentioned about the Press Trust Reconstruction bill. That's an amendment, and that it's bill number 41 of 2022. So if time allows, we might also have some ministerial statements from the Deputy Minister of Lands. He has two statements to present. That's the progress of implementing land and reform programs and access to land on the urban development in Malawi. We also have some ministerial statements from Minister of Water Sanitation to present the current status of water and sanitation in the country. And we also have Minister of Trade, Ministry of Health. They will also have to give out their statements concerning their ministries. Takulandirani ku kanema wa Parliament amene tikukuletserani pompo kuchokera ku nyumba ya malamulo mu mzinda wa Lilongwe. Lero lino lachiwiri mawa uno muli ndine Fanny Mbwana. Bongo kambapo zomwe zinachitika dzulo kunaperekedwa bilu imene imawerengedwa kachiwiri imene yokhuza za banki imakuwunikiridwa ndi Budget and Finance. Ndi anapereka ripoti yawo dzuloli inausa mtsutso pakati pa phungu wa nyumbayi, ndipo sanamalize kukambirana kwawo dzulo, ndipo lero atha kupitiriza kukambirana bilu imeneyi. Tikaona order paper yathu ya lero pali mafunso opitiriza amene achokera sanamalize kukambirana kale, amenewa akupita kwa unduna wa ulimi, unduna wa umoyo, komanso unduna wa mtengatenga ndi ntchito. Akhale akuyankha mafunso osiyana kuchokera kwa aphungu. Ndipo pakhalenso mabilu ena owonjezera amenewa ndi okhuza fereleza, ameneyo ndi bill number 39 of 2022, komanso yokhuza Press Trust Reconstruction imene akhale akukambirana lero mnyumba amene analengezera Honorable Chimwendo Banda kuti lero akambirani nkhani imeneyi. Komanso tikaonapo pakhale kuyankhulapo kwa nduna osiyana zokhuza unduna wawo amenewa ndi Deputy Minister unduna wa zamalo Deus Kumba. Komanso pakhale Minister unduna Water and Sanitation, madzi ndi ukhondo, akhale akuperekapo kuti padakali pano zilipotani madzi ndi ukhondo ali motani mdziko muno. Padakali pano nthawi ina iliyonse dada wa speaker ndi magaliki yawo akhale akulowa mnyumba ya malamulo kuti ayambepo zokambirana zawo, pakuti yamayamba kukumana 9:30 lero lachiwiri. Ndipo tingokumbusana kuti pa GoTV timaoneka pa channel 817, komanso pa kiliye pa channel 117, komanso mutha kupita pa Facebook pali pa tsamba la mchezo limene likungolemba Parliament of Malawi, ndikuti mukhale mukusatira zilizonse zimene zikhale zikukambidwa lero mu nyumba ya malamulo. Tikukumemani kuti mukhalepo, kuti mukhale mukusatira zokambirana zimenezi. Komanso wiki ino Sabata ino ndi yachinayi imene akhala aphunguwa akukambirana zochitika mu nyumba ya malamulo imeneyi ndi 49th session. Kukumana uku ndi meeting number 7 ndakhale akukumana mpaka na sabata lamawa pamene amalize mkumano wawo pamene pandi pa 16 December pamene amalize zonse zokambirana zawo. Nde tikupemphani kuti mukhale pompo kuti mutsatire zochitika zimenezi mu nyumba ya malamulo. Mongokumbusa naso akakhala maliza kukumana kumeneku kumakhala makomiti osiyanasiyana amene tanenera muja kuti pali makomiti ngati biro ya dzulo inali ku budget and finance, pali makomiti osiyanasiyana makhala akukumana. Koma ndikamva chapansipansipa ndikumva ng'oma ndithudzulira kuti asipika akulowa nyumba ya malamulo. Ndekhalani pompo kuti tione zosatira za kukambirana kwa lero.
Let us pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness has appointed the office of the rulers and parliaments for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we ask you to behold with your abundant favors your servants, from whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important trusts in this land. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we may treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of this country and of those whose interests you have committed to our charge. Amen.
Point of order. Point of order.
Honorable Member for Rumpi East, you're rising on a point of order?
Yes. Right Honorable Speaker, I would like to ask you to ask the government if it's true that what we are hearing about the Anti-Corruption Bureau Director is true, to furnish the same information to this House this morning.
Thank you, Honorable Member for Rumpi East. Probably if you want it formal, maybe you write the formal questioning. Because you want, I thought you said you wanted the minister to respond. Oh, the minister is ready to respond? You have the floor.
Good morning,
the floor, Honorable Minister.
Good morning, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, and all honorable members of this House, I stand here to express deep shock at the arrest of the SCB Director General. I was not myself aware of it. None of us was aware of it. We have only learned about it like anybody else this morning. But obviously it's the work of some dark hand behind us. But what I can say is that she has now been released with no charges, and there will be no charges against her. And we will get to the bottom of this today. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister of Justice. Honorable Member for
Point of order.
Zomba, Chisi, then Cholo South.
Point of order.
Sorry. give you after your colleague.
Right Honourable Speaker, it is a follow-up to the point of order that was raised by Roomhist, and I'm glad that the Honourable Minister has graciously responded to. Right Honourable Speaker, hearing from the Honourable Minister of Justice, I shudder. I shudder to hear that the Honourable Minister of Justice and actually the whole government is not aware of this very serious issue. The people that went to arrest Ms. Martha Chizuma are supposed to be coming from government. These are supposed to be security agencies. And obviously they have to be, they are supposed to be ordered by someone out there. And then the government says he's not aware. Maybe there need to be some more explanation to this, Madam Speaker. Because this issue, Madam Speaker, has generated a lot of interest, not only for members of this House, but outside there, even the international community. So, Right Honourable Speaker, we appreciate, and indeed he has been very honest, but I think there is more that needs to come out from government, rather than just to say, we are shocked, just as I am shocked. So the people of Zombachis would like to understand more from the Honourable Minister. Maybe some of his colleagues can help him to explain better on this particular issue. Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you. Leader of the House.
Good morning, Madam Speaker, and honourable members. Sometimes the truth sets people free. What the Honourable Minister of Justice, we're just coming from our own caucus of ministers. So what he has given is a true reflection of what has happened. But if you have more information, you can give it. But for now, we are digging deeper into that. The good news for us is that we are standing with the Anti-Corruption Bureau Director and will not allow any abuse to her. And that's why she has been released. She has been released. But if you have got more information, you can give, because that's what the Honourable Minister of Justice has said. Thank you so much, Madam Speaker.
Honourable Member for Cholo Central, I did recognize you already. Cholo Central.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. And let me join all Malawians, Madam Speaker, who are condemning this act at an hour like this, when the Minister of Finance has been doing negotiations with IMF and others, and one of the important components is governance and corruption. And the DG was doing very well, and today they arrested. I wanted to join the minister. But my point of order, Madam, is the minister said the government, all the ministers are not aware. Who is aware then? Is that a concession that the government is incompetent? Because a competent government must be on top of matters. A competent government must know what is happening where. The IG reports to the Minister of Homeland Security, who ordered without the political heads of the government, without knowing. And if indeed they were not, what is going to happen to whoever ordered without the powers that be of this country? And finally, can the Minister of Justice explain that indeed there are people who get arrested for doing nothing in this country? From his statement, does it mean that there are people who would get arrested without doing anything wrong? I submit, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Cholo Central. And then there's Ncheu Banji. Yes, you have the floor.
Yes. No. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honourable Government Chief, let him just finish and then I'll give you the space. Sorry? The procedure. Yeah,
Madam Speaker, we are willing to give more information.
Point of order.
I was thinking that.
Can I have order, please?
Yes. I was thinking that maybe we waive some relevant standing orders, because the way we are proceeding is procedural. So I was thinking that maybe we could waive some relevant standing orders to provide for maybe someone to quickly do a question so that we can respond to this and deal with it properly, other than the way we are proceeding. Otherwise, we are more than willing to answer questions on this one and provide further guidance. So, but the way I think we are proceeding so that people just stand on point of orders without responses, I was thinking that is unprocedural. Thank you.
Government Chief Whip, remember I did ask and the minister rose to say he's prepared to answer the questions. That's why we proceeded. Because I did ask and the minister said he was prepared. So, yes, Leader of the House.
Madam, I'm therefore standing to waive relevant standing orders that we discuss this matter now. I beg to move.
Thank you, Honorable Leader of the House. Honorable members, there is a motion on the floor. The motion is that we waive all relevant standing orders in order for us to discuss the arrest of Anti-Corruption Bureau Director. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried. Yes, so Honorable Member for Chewbanje, you have the floor and then I'll take Mangochi South and then Machinga East.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for recognizing the people of Chizuma South to raise a point of order. Is it in order for the leaders of the backbenchers on the government side to remove all UTM MPs from the government forum on WhatsApp? Is it wrong? Is it wrong for the people of Chizuma South to express the right of voting in this chamber? Is it wrong to express the right of voting in this chamber? I feel that we are not
Honorable
safe.
Honorable members, I can't hear. Honorable members on my left. I can't hear Honorable member for Kwanje, please. I can't hear him.
We need to be
Honorable
communicated
members, with
officially
this
in this
noise,
chamber.
we can't hear what the
And are
Honorable
we
member
safe?
for Chewbanje is saying, please.
We are not safe in this chamber because we are just being, all UTM members, we have been removed from the government WhatsApp forum. And are we safe to be on this side? Communicate to us officially, please. Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Honorable members, can I have order? Can I have order, please? Honorable members, order, please. Order, please. Honorable member for Chewbanje, of course, those are social forums that Parliament has got no control, so I can't really rule on that one because it's not a parliamentary WhatsApp group that I can make a judgment on. So probably that's something that can be handled at the party and government side. Thank you. Yes, Honorable member for Mangochi South.
Right Honorable Speaker, I'm rising here because I've seen the injustice and the unfairness of the way Madam Chizuma has been arrested. We have been following. Many people have been arrested. They have been taken to court. Within 10 minutes they're out. But what made it necessary to go to Madam Chizuma's house 3 a.m. and pick her up? Normally, we women, the way we sleep, sometimes you can sleep with nothing on. And here, you get these people going to her house, collecting her. Is it because she was a woman? Madam Speaker, I normally don't stand in this house, but this has angered me. I never demonstrate. I have never demonstrated. But I am going to join all the women to demonstrate against this. This is very, very unfair. Why going 3 o'clock in the morning? Just because she's a woman?
Honorable members, we need to hear the honorable member in silence, please.
This is very, very unfair. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable member, can I have order? Honorable member for Machinga East, the leader of opposition is rising. I'll give you space.
Madam Speaker, is something connected to the very same issue. The Minister of Justice has reported to the House
that Ms. Chizuma has been released unconditionally. But the information I'm getting now from Namitete Police, Martha Chizuma is still in police custody.
Yes.
She's still in police custody, and I would like the Honorable Minister of Justice to express herself on the matter.
Thank you, Honorable Member, for Machinga East. Maybe because it's direct asking the minister, let the minister respond, and then I'll give you space.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. As I said before, we join you in condemning what has happened. It is not, it is the work of those trying to frustrate the fight against corruption. It is the work of those trying to frustrate the fight against corruption behind our back. But let me just go directly to the issue. In fact, last night I was chatting with Martha. Last night I was chatting with the Director General of the SCB. We were working on a program that we have on Friday. None of us, neither she nor I, knew what was coming. So we are as innocent. I am as innocent as you can think of. Let me just say one thing, though, in response to the leader of opposition. The information I have right now is that Martha Chizuma has been released and she's now on her way from Namitete coming back here. That is the information which I have. It is possible that the Honorable Leader of Opposition may not yet have had the most recent information.
Point of order. Point of order.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable members, I did give a chance to Machinga East. I'll give you space after Machinga East. Yes, I'll give you space after Machinga East.
But this is a point of order, madam.
Yes, but you know, a point of order on what the minister has responded?
Yes.
Machinga East, maybe you yield the floor to...
Madam, right, Honorable Speaker, I think the Minister of Justice is giving a false information and not being honest to this House. Earlier on, he said he doesn't know, as a government, they don't know anything. And now, barely 5 minutes to what he said, he's saying she is released. Which is which? We want them to tell this House what is there that they are hiding to this House. What is there that they don't want to share that information with this House? We demand an honest answer. We demand as Malawians the truth. We demand as Malawians justice. We demand as Malawians that the government should show its competency and demonstrate that they are in control of matters of government and national interest. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Point of order.
Honorable members, if you want to contribute, I'll give you space, but I had recognized Honorable Member for Machinga East. And
what the minister has
your questions, okay, when he rises up for responses, I'll give you the time. Machinga East, please proceed. Government Chief Whip, let him proceed. We'll give you space.
Thank you,
Sorry,
Madam
I'll
Speaker.
give you space after.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I have got 2 questions to the Honorable Minister of Justice. The first one is that because the office of the Director General is under his ministry, and now that some officers or some people are able to decide on his behalf, it means that he has lost control. I would like to ask the Honorable Minister of Justice to resign today. Secondly, Madam Speaker, I would like to ask the Honorable Minister of Justice to explain why is it that after arresting the Vice President, then the government is arresting Madam Chizuma, the Director General for Anti-Corruption Bureau. I submit.
Thank you.
Point of order. Point of order.
Our honorable member for Machinga Likwenu and Zomba.
Point of order.
Sorry. Point of order, Nzimba North.
Madam Speaker, I think let us set the record very straight. Honorable.
The point of order. Okay,
yes,
I'll give
what
you
is out
immediately
of,
after.
What is out of order? The Minister of Justice, what he has said, that Martha Chizuma is out of the cell. I'm just speaking to Honorable Mulanje Bale, who is now at Namitete. She is actually in custody. She has been beaten by a woman police officer. And I think at this point in time, maybe let us call Parliament off till Martha Chizuma is released. We cannot proceed in this manner of just point of order, when Martha Chizuma has now been beaten by a police officer and an officer in charge at Namitete. And the members of Parliament, Mulanje Bale, you can call her, Madam Speaker, you can call him. He will respond. He is still at Namitete Police and the woman is still in the cell as we are talking. So the best way forward for Parliament is to suspend Parliament till Martha Chizuma is released. Thank you.
Thank you.
Point of
Honorable
order.
member for Machinga Likwenu.
Point of order.
Is it in order,
Give you space in Kodakota
Madam,
North immediately after.
Speaker, that the Honorable Minister of Justice, a member of the Cabinet and a member of the government, can tell this nation that the Director General of the ACB has been arrested by those people in his own government that are against the fight against corruption. Now, which government is against the fight against corruption? On which side of the government are you, Honorable Minister? How many governments do we have in this country? Can you tell us the people that are fighting against the fight against corruption? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Machinga Likwenu. Kodakota North.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I'm rising not to express an opinion not so different from what Machinga Likwenu has just said. Listening the Honorable Minister speaking, he does seem to say that those that have arrested Martha Chizuma are people who are bent on frustrating wheels of justice in the context of fighting corruption. Right Honorable Speaker, if indeed this is what the Honorable Minister has said, then this House ought to get worried. Ought to get really worried. And one would therefore move towards supporting the view expressed by Nzimba North, that maybe let the leadership meet and then bring up a report, because the reports that we're having now are a bit haphazard. In one minute we hear she's released, in another minute we hear she's not released. In 1 minute we hear that government is not aware, in another minute we hear government is aware. Now the question is which is which? Right Honorable Speaker, I think as it is today, the nation is expecting something from this House in relation to our stand as regards fighting corruption. And therefore, I would gravitate more towards what Nzimba North has proposed, that let the leadership meet and then bring to the House tangible information about this matter. I support.
Thank you.
Point of order.
Honorable
Point of
members,
order.
I would need a
Point of order.
Government Chief Whip.
Point of order.
Madam Speaker, I was thinking that it's only fair that when members ask, we must allow for responses. We can't just be having questions. We must be able to respond. And I was standing to give some responses to that.
You can respond, Honorable
Yes.
Government Chief. Respond, Honorable.
Number one, Madam Speaker, I want to confirm what the Minister said, that Martha Chizuma has been released unconditionally now. Secondly, there are questions where
Point of
people
order.
are wondering on how was it possible for for the arrest to happen without the knowledge of government officials.
Honorable
And,
Minister, there's a point. I'll give you immediately after his response.
Thank you very much.
Immediately after his response.
And that's why I want to explain.
Honorable Member for Machinga, it's immediately after response I'll give you the point of order.
I was thinking that members are asking because they want answers. So if they don't want answers, if they don't want us to explain them, then they must not answer. They must not ask. Because if they ask, it means they want answers. And if they don't want us to stand up and answer them, then what's the point for them asking? But the point I wanted to make, Madam Speaker, is that from our constitution, the office of the DPP is an independent office. So how it works is that the office of the DPP has provisions that it can act with or without knowledge of the minister. And we believe that probably they used that provision, that they acted without notifying the minister. Even the Minister of Homeland Security was not aware of that as it was happening. The provisions in the Constitution allows the DPP.
Honorable members, I'll give you space. Let him just complete. I'll give you. I know. I'll give you the space. Yes, I'll give you space, honorable members. I'll give you space.
The provisions of the office of the DPP in the Constitution only takes advice from the AG. And as we were speaking, even the Attorney General was not aware.
Members on my left, I'll give you the space to talk. Yeah, let him finish and I'll give you space. I'll give you space. I'll give you space. Honorable.
Point of order. Point of order.
Point of order.
Point of order, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker, I move the motion looking at the urgency of the matter. Honorable colleagues, we listened to the urgent matter raised by Rumpi East, and we agreed with the Rumpi East as government, and we moved the motion so that this issue should be debated. So what I would implore, Madam, in spirit, what Rumpi East wanted was answers, and answers from government. And what colleagues are asking from that side is government aware? Is government competent? The one to respond is government. So what the whip was doing is, after maybe 5 questions from the honorable members, then government should be able to respond. Now, because of the matter and in the manner we are progressing, and for us, I would ask that we suspend the House so that we get to the bottom of the matter. As we come back from the 30-minute break, we should be able to give a written response, because also from this side, we have questions that we must get information right and give to the House. So I move a motion that the House be suspended so that after 30 minutes we come back and provide a response about what has happened on Martha Chizuma's. I beg to move.
Thank you, honorable member for Machinga. We have a motion on the floor. So we can, honorable members, we have a motion on the floor. The motion is that we suspend proceedings for 30 minutes in order to allow government to come back with a response to the House on the arrest of the Director General of Anti-Corruption Bureau. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried. Honorable members, it is almost 10 o'clock. The suspensions for 30 minutes will come back at 10:30. House suspended.
This is how the first segment of this morning has ended. Before the members had to start their daily schedules for depending on the order paper, we had a question from Honorable Kamlepo Kalua, that's for Room P East, did wanted a clarification concerning the arrest of Martha Chizuma, that's the ACB Director General. It's been said she's been arrested in an odd hour, so you wanted clarification from the government side. And Honorable Titus Invaro, that's the Minister of Justice, did respond to him that there was really an arrest, but Martha Chizuma has been released from the arrest. She has been released. So with the answer he gave out, that's made an leader of opposition, that's Honorable Kondwani Nankuma, to make his point, saying in his report, Martha Chizuma is still at the police station, still arrested, and it brought about a debate in the House because there were conflicting reports, others saying she has been released and others saying she's still arrested. That brought up Honorable Yeremia Chihana to request a suspension of the deliberations so that they have to confirm what's really on the ground, whether she is really arrested or whether she has been released. So the House as of now has been suspended for 30 minutes. They will resume the House at 10:30. They have to follow up the issues and bring the reports in the House for further discussions. So as of now, that's what has happened in the first segment in the morning. Mene ndi mene zakhalira mawa uno ku Parliament of Malawi, nyumba ya malamulo. Asanayambe aphungu zokambirana zawo kunabwera funso ofuna kuziwisisa chimene chachitika ku polisi kuti Martha Chizuma amene ali wamkulu wa ACB Anti-Corruption Bureau amangidwa kuja kwa lero mmawa. Ndipo anabweretsa nkhani imene ndi Honorable Kamlepo Kalua amene wandi a Room P East. Ndipo kuyankha kwawo Honorable Titus Invalo amene ali aunduna wa Justice anayankha kuti amenewa atulusidwa. Koma zinausa mapokopoko mnyumba ya malamulo pakuti yena akumvesedwa malipoti kuti amenewa adakali ku polisi, adakali muchirokosi sana atulusidwe. Ndipo Yeremia Chihana amene wandi amembala aku Mzimba North, aphungu wa Mzimba North, anapempha kuti bwanji nyumbayi imisidwe kaye kuti afufuze bwinobwino pakuti malipoti amene akuperekedwawa ndi osiyana-siyana ndipo akukanika kugwira chimodzi kuti chikuchitika ndi chani. Ndipo padakali pano ayimisa kaye mkumano wawo kwa mphindi 30 makumi atatu amenewa kuti abwererenso nyumbayi ikamakwana 10:30 kuti afufuze bwinobwino kuti cheni nchiti Martha Chizuma adakali muchirokosi kapena Martha Chizuma awatulusa. Ndipo mawa uno muli ndine Fani Mbwana tibwerenso amamembala akabwerera nyumba ya malamulo kuti akambirana zotani.